as the sun dipped low in the sky, casting a warm glow over the neighborhood. Sarah ventured outside with her beloved doll. Nestled under the shed at the front of her house, she had the perfect vantage point of the main gate, her heart fluttering with anticipation. Her mother, affectionately known as Mommy Ola, was at the party, promising to return with a special surprise, her graduation dress. Having just completed her primary school education, Sarah could hardly contain her excitement. She envisioned herself on graduation day, adorned in a magnificent pink dress, a sparkling crown resting upon her head. She would shine with joy and confidence, feeling like the princess she had always dreamed of being. With the big day approaching, her home buzzed with an infectious excitement. Mommy Ola was busy organizing a delightful after party, inviting friends and neighbors to come together and celebrate this significant milestone. The air seemed to vibrate with laughter and the promise of cherished memories just waiting to unfold. Suddenly, the sound of voices outside the gate snapped Sarah from her daydream. She jumped up, her heart racing. Could it be Mommy? As the gate swung open with a gentle creak, it wasn't her mother who greeted her, but Mommy Kola, their neighbor. She had also attended the same party as Mommy Ola. Sarah's heart sank a little as Mommy Kola entered with a friend, both of them laden with stuffed polythene bags. Disappointed, she sat back down, mustering a polite greeting as she knelt before the woman. Resuming her spot on the chair, Sarah placed her doll in her lap, fingers deftly beginning to braid its hair as she waited. She divided the doll's hair into 4 sections, meticulously working on one at a time, her mind racing with thoughts about her future. Daddy said he wished she could continue her education at Polywinners School, but alas, he didn't have a secondary section. Instead, she would be attending Ola School, a place Ola had praised to no end. Her heart brightened at the thought of joining Ola in school next section. She had wanted to follow Ola for their last excursion, but Mommy had said she couldn't go. It was only for those who attended the school. She smiled softly. She won't miss the excursion next year. Just as Sarah was lost in her thoughts, the creaking gate interrupted her reverie. She looked up expectantly. "Mommy!" she exclaimed, and in an instant she was off, sprinting towards the gate, her doll tumbling from her lap. Mommy Ola welcomed her with open arms, enveloping her in a warm embrace. "Welcome home, Mommy. Did you buy the dress?" Sarah's voice was a mixture of excitement and hope as she grasped the polythene bag her mother held. "Let's go inside first, and then we can discuss your dress," Mommy Ola replied gently, guiding Sarah into the house. Once inside, Mommy Ola offered a brief prayer, a ritual she never skipped, whether leaving for the day or returning home. Sarah's eyes were glued to the bulging bag, her heart fluttering at the thought of something soft nestled within. It had to be her dress. She could hardly contain her excitement as her hands fumbled to unravel the closure. But as the fabric unfolded, disappointment washed over her. Instead of the beautiful pink ball gown she had imagined, she found a blue dress that wouldn't do. Tears streamed down her cheeks as she dashed into the kitchen, clutching the dress tightly. "Mommy, I don't like this dress. I want pink," she declared, her young voice rising with frustration, stamping her feet in despair. "It's all right, sweetheart," Mommy Ola said, tenderly wiping Sarah's tears with a tissue. "I'm not saying you must wear it, but if we can't find a pink ball gown, you may have to settle for this one." Her mother's voice was firm, yet reassuring. "Okay, Mommy," Sarah mumbled, the tears reluctantly subsiding. She hoped that her mother would find the pink dress. The next day, after lunch, someone knocked on the door. It was Mommy Ola's younger sister, Sarah's favorite aunt. The two women fell into a cozy conversation about the upcoming celebration, and Sarah couldn't help but hope her mom hadn't forgotten the pink dress. As if sensing her thoughts, the discussion turned to her concerns. Toluwani, do you know a good store that sells children's dresses? Omiola asked, casting a glance at Sarah. Absolutely, I know plenty of places, Aunt Soluwani replied enthusiastically. I can suggest one depending on your budget. Budget? Momiola laughed lightheartedly. For my precious daughter, I'll break the bank. I want her to have an unforgettable day, starting with the perfect outfit. Both women chuckled, their spirits high. There's a fantastic store about 30 minutes away, Aunt Soluwani continued. They carry imported dresses, and though their prices are a bit high, I guarantee you'll love their collection. You could even find something for yourself. Oh, I have a lovely dress at home that I plan to wear for the party, Momiola chimed, heading to her room to fetch it. Moments later she returned, proudly displaying a beautiful dress. This is stunning, Aunt Toluwani marveled. Now I feel like I need to get a new outfit too. I can't show up looking like your maid. Their laughter filled the room as they concluded that Aunt Toluwani would accompany Sarah to the store, setting the stage for an exciting adventure. On this day, both aunt and niece would select dazzling outfits for the celebration ahead. On Saturday morning, with breakfast finished and excitement bubbling, the two embarked on their journey. We'll be back soon, as Toluwani declared, waving goodbye to Momiola as they set off, leaving behind a trail of anticipation and dreams of a perfect graduation day. It was a bright sunny day, the kind that promised adventure, and Sarah was bubbling with excitement. Today marked her very first outing with her beloved Auntie Toluwani. Hand in hand, they strolled along the bustling streets, laughter and chatter filling the air around them. When they reached the main road, Toluwani skillfully flagged down a taxi. They hopped in, ready for their journey to the store. However, traffic was a relentless force that day, and what should have been a quick ride turned into an hour-long wait. Sarah gazed out the window, imagining all the treasures that awaited her. Upon arriving, they headed straight for the children's section, the soft glow of colorful dresses captivating Sarah's eyes. And there it was, a dream dress, a magnificent pink ball gown reminiscent of Cinderella, sweeping through her imagination. The fabric sparkled with sequins and beads, making her feel like a true princess. Though the price tag made Toluwani's eyes widen, they both knew it was absolutely worth it. As icing on the cake, Sarah chose a matching crown, and the store attendant suggested a pair of stunning silver shoes. Tenuous yet thrilling, she slipped on the delicate 1-inch heels, and the tag read, "Lucky Girl." And indeed, Sarah felt like one. With their shopping bags in hand, Toluwani hadn't picked out a chic dress for herself. They stepped outside, only to be met with a new challenge. The earlier traffic had dissipated, yet securing a ride home proved to be another matter. After patiently waiting for about 15 minutes, Toluwani decided they could do something different. She spotted a bike and waved it down. After negotiating the fare, she carefully lifted Sarah onto the bike, adjusting her seating to ensure she was secure, before climbing on herself. "Please move slowly, sir," Toluwani kindly requested of the driver. "I have a child with me." The bike lurched into motion, gliding smoothly over the road. But just 10 minutes into their journey, disaster struck. Another motorcycle approached from behind at a dangerously high speed. The rider seemed to lose control. His bike wobbled violently, its tires screeching against the road. The sound sliced through the air like a warning too late to matter. Before Toluwani could even turn her head, the speeding bike slammed into theirs from behind with a force that felt like an explosion. Bam! The impact jolted them forward. Sarah felt the world flip. The bikeman lost control completely. Their motorcycle swerved and crashed sideways, skidding towards the edge of the road. The metal scraped the rough asphalt with a harsh grinding noise. In the chaos, the bike tumbled into a wide deep gutter by the roadside, dragging the rider with it. Sarah and Toluwani were flung onto the hard ground. Sarah landed on her side with a touch that knocked the breath out of her. Pain shot through her arm and leg. Dust filled her mouth and nose. The world spun. People screamed. Some held their heads with both hands, their faces twisted in shock. Others ran toward the scene shouting for help. Car slowed to a halt. Toluwani groaned and tried to reach for Sarah, who lay motionless for a moment before a faint whimper escaped her lips. The fear in the air was thick. Strangers gathered, unsure if they were looking at survivors or victims.